Hi everybody, this is Lord Magicus, and we're going to play more Merfolk and Legacy. So we're going to go back to playing some more blue-green hexy fish, or hex fishes, I guess. Yeah, we got our hex drinker here. I think this card, impressed me enough last time that it's worth trying in this deck. I'm going to make a few changes though. I think this time I'm gonna put in the set of Merfolk Tricksters and just take out the Mistbinders. I also think I'm not going to bother with the Brazen Borrowers. We're just going to play 3 Okos. If we come up against something like Ensnaring Bridge, we're just going to hope that, or even like Plague Engineer or something, Oko can deal with it. Then that's just our plan for how we're going to beat that. Yeah, and I'm going to have 2 Days and 4 Chalice in the main deck. I think that's going to improve the Storm matchup just a little bit. For the sideboard, we're going to have the 3 Force of Negations and 2 Veil of Summers to bring in against those decks too. Veil of Summer is a card we haven't played with yet. I think this card has some potential. Yeah, casting this, like this one card automatic, it not only counters Tendrils of Agony, but it also draws you a card, so it's pretty cool. You can sometimes put them in a scenario where they have to go for it and they just walk into Veil and then you just, yeah, laugh at them. Yeah, we're still going to keep the clip wings for like Merit Lodge stuff. But other than that, everything else is pretty standard. I think this is going to be a reasonable plan, I hope. I don't know, I guess we're going to find out. Let's go play some Legacy. Alright, what do we got? Okay, let's start. Yeah, I'm hoping that, I don't know if Mistbinder is necessarily like a super important card. I think just having like Humana Speaker and Hex Drinker to really start putting pressure in turn 1, and having Oko to kind of clean up the end game, I think that's a good enough reason to play green. And I mean, we get a couple cool sideboard cards to go with it, so I don't know. I mean, that seems fine enough to me. We'll try. We'll see how it turns out, I guess. If we ever get to actually get in a match. It's taking forever. Yeah, there's not as many people playing in the league at the moment as there are, like, like say the Pioneer League. They have like something like 1,300 players, and Legacy's kind of down a little bit, so. Alright, well, we're on the draw. I'm sure that we've played against this person before, and I totally forget what he plays. I guess we're keeping this. It's okay. I would rather have a hand that has a 1-drop, but this is good enough. I can't afford to throw it away. I'm not going to tell him what we're doing. Badlands. So this looks like maybe Grixis. Alright, well, we'll just pass. We're going to just try to stick a True Name Nemesis and see if it's good enough. Is this like a 4-color deck? I don't want to draw any more lands. Alright. I wonder, is this like that weird Planeswalker kind of deck? We have 2 forces to protect this True Name from anything truly terrible happening to it, so. Dak Faden. I don't think I really want to be dealing with that. Okay, you know what, that's fine, you can have it. We'll just play 2 Lords and kill it then. Oh, that's pretty good. Are we? Yeah, so we can play Chalice and the Lord here, that's fine. Actually, do it like this. Let's not fuck up. Play Chalice on 1. I'm guessing he had... Well, he discarded a Snapcaster main, so the rest of the cards in his hand have to be reasonably good ones. Punishing Fire? I mean, I guess, right? That's... I can't really stop you from doing that. I can, however, stop you from doing this. I only have 1 card left. Alright, well that's pretty good. I don't have a way to get Punishing Fire back yet, so... Just in case they have Snapcaster, I'm not going to attack with the Lord. Pass. There's no need to play this right now. Okay, well, yeah, they can kill off the Lord now. That's fine. True Name is this 3-turn clock still. So this is like punishing Planeswalkers. It'll cost them a bunch of mana if they want to kill this too. That's fine. If I can keep them dealing with this every turn, instead of actually doing anything else to get rid of True Name, that's fine. Okay. Alright. Can you deal with this turn? Alright, we win. True Name got there. Okay, well, this match is insane. They have tons of Planeswalkers that are very dangerous. Let's see, how do we deal with this? Chalice seems like it could be kind of poor, but it's I don't know, it's hard to say. This might be a card that we cut. They have Oko and a bunch of Planeswalkers that can basically ignore it. They didn't really play any 1-drops. I'm assuming they have stuff like Ponder and Brainstorm in their deck. Maybe we just want to counter the Planeswalkers themselves and just bring in forces or something. That might be correct. I don't know what else we'd want to cut. Probably not Oko. Veil of Summer, this seems like a pretty, I don't know, is this card good? They haven't shown us, Fatal Push or Abrupt Decay. I'm assuming they have them, though. You know what? If they're going to counter our creatures, if they're going to play stuff like Force of Will, this is very good against Force. Is there anything I'd want to take out? Not a whole lot. I guess take out 1 Trickster, I think. Do I? I don't know how much. I don't know how important this card is. Maybe I'll bring in 1. We'll randomly see if it does anything. But I think just getting a threat like True Name or even Hex Drinker, if you can get it out fast enough, that would be good. Yeah, this seems fine. I don't like that I'd have to pitch True Name in order to, and to have Force up, but so be it. Yeah, these 4-color deck lists are tough because they can have basically anything in them. They don't have Ren and 6 anymore, so that's a plus. Okay. Let's just play Hex Drinker. Draw out some removal. And then next turn we can just play like 2 1-drops. Ah, sorry, nose is itchy. I think we're going to draw out something like Punishing Fire, I'm guessing. Ooh, Snapcaster, you want to trade with it? Play Vile first. So now if they tap out, we can Vile and Hex Drinker and level it up. So it gets protection from instants. It won't be protected from Oko, but it'll be protected from basically anything else. And that can be a route to victory. You're gonna like bolt this now. Seems like it'd be a good time to do that before I could like violent a Curse Catcher. Okay. That worked out pretty much exactly as we wanted. Get a basic island. So now we got ourselves a 4/4 with protection from instants. Dak Vane, that's fine. We can kill that. We can gain control of that. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, Pyroblast is pretty poor against this now. Wow, that's great. I'll just cast True Name. They don't have anything, that's good. Get another basic island. Level up Hex Drinker. Okay, and we'll just hold Lord of Atlantis in hand just in case. Like, this is a pretty scary board state for them because this thing is now threatening to become a 6/6 next turn. Please let's not do that. I mean, even if you do, like, force my force, that doesn't really matter much. Because you can't deal with this thing. Alright. Alright. 3-turn clock. See if Hex Drinker's enough to get this one. He only has 1 card in hand, so as long as it's not like Liliana the Veil, I think we're okay. Yeah, and they don't even have like double black to cast something like that. Yeah. Alright, Hex Drinker, like, absolutely just pasted him. That's why we're playing with Hex Drinker. This card is insanely good against stuff like Engineer or Plague Engineer, so. Alright. Martin Mitten. Okay, that's neat. Yeah, this is kind of similar to what we had last time, where we gotta keep this. They might even think that we're Delver at first if we just go Trop Head Hex Drinker. Oh. So that was a good start to this league. Like, that deck can be extremely punishing to us, no pun intended, but oof. Alright. Ruby Medallion. Okay, something tells me that we probably want to be getting our basic island. Or actually, we probably need to cast this Hex Drinker. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough because If they play like Blood Moon, then it's going to be really bad. Exile Spirit guy. Is this like Dragonstorm? Seething Song. They just went for a turn 1 kill. Reforge the Soul. Okay. We have a force now. This hand is actually like almost better than the one that we started with. Okay. If their goal is to cast something like Dragonstorm, then we're probably in trouble though. Past in Flames. Yeah, I guess that's happening. We're just looking to counter Reforge the Soul, I guess. I guess, okay, bonus round, so I can't really interact with that. That's, yeah, okay, so like they're playing through Force of Will because there's nothing I can particularly do about it. So they're going to end up with like a bajillion mana. So they just have like a turn 1 combo hand here. Like they already see what's going on. I guess we're just going to counter one of them. Oh, fuck. That's a mistake. I should have let that happen first. Oops, I don't know. I guess I didn't understand how this card works. Fuck. Because I should have let the copy go on the stack first, and then I could have countered both of them. Well, that's terrible. God damn it. This is totally new to me. I've never seen this before. Fuck it. All right. Well, they have 7 cards. All right. How the hell does this Ruby Storm deck win? I forget. I have no idea. I think we should. This is a match we should be able to win by just siding in a bunch of forces. Yeah. Okay, let's just play Aether Vial. Alright. We'll just play this to turn off Lotus Petals. I mean, he can still go off. Like, he's got tons of mana to, like, attempt it again. But needs multiple red. Alright, well, we haven't lost yet, but we're definitely, like, not close to winning either. They have 7 cards, so that means they can, like, with this Past of Flames in here, we really, really need to draw another force. Alright, and well, now they can just... I guess if he drew another thing, then he can just try it again, so... Yeah, we did kind of get lucky that we didn't die to it. Like, I guess maybe Grape Shot is just what they're going for, to just cast that for, like, a bajillion, but... So what are you doing? Like, unless you... Oh, Burning Wish. Okay, so that means we probably lose to this. That should be good enough, I think. They can just empty the Warrens for, like, a bajillion. Alright, well, I think that's what they get with this, right? It makes the most amount of sense. Yep, empty. Alright, we're dead. Like, we don't have Echoing Truth in our deck to stop empty from killing us, so... Okay, well, so Grafdigger's Cage is going to be important because we can turn off the flashback, and Force of Negation is going to be important. True Name Nemesis will not be important, and probably, I don't think Oko is important here either. I think we just want to stay low to the ground. This is a mono red deck. I would love to play first. Yeah, we'll keep. Let's play Cage. And we'll play Chalice on 0. I think. Yeah, because I think I do want Chalice on 0. It turns off Lotus Petal. And if, yeah, like the Chalice on 0, like, probably helps here, so. Yeah, and I don't want to daze this just yet, so. I need to get some pressure on the board first. So yeah, this is a really weird Storm deck, but yeah, it's mono red, and like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen it, so. I don't think they're a Blood Moon deck. I guess we want to play, what, Trickster? Or do we care about having the Lord versus Trickster? I think maybe the Lord is just better. Because, again, if we lose it, I think losing the Lord matters more. So you have Volcanic Island, so interesting. They are splashing blue in this deck. Alright. That's good to know. Yep, Ponder. So maybe we do want to try to set a Chalice on 1, because now they do have a bunch of cantrips that are worth turning off. I don't think they showed us a single blue card in the first game. Or at least I don't remember a single blue card. It chose not to shuffle, so that's got to be a good sign. Or not for them, like, that's not good for us. Okay, that's great. Let's play another Lord. And we're just I think we're trying to burn days in like any of the rituals, just to slow them down. Yep, Brainstorm. So they drew the card first, right? Yeah, it's alright. So they wanted the top card of their deck, and now they're going to shuffle away 2 bad ones. So we have a 3-turn clock at the moment. Actually, is it? Yeah, I don't think there's... Okay, so let's say we draw another Lord next turn. So we attack him to 11, can play Trickster, and then if we play a Lord after that... okay, theoretically it could be 2 turns if we draw a Lord. Yeah, okay. So if he goes and casts a Ritual now, then I will daze it. He already had Simian Spirit Guide the whole time. Okay. So, alright, it's fine. Do what we can to slow him down. Yep. It's almost like it doesn't even feel like the same deck. Like now it's like more like Modern Storm. Okay. This is like a better Baral for their deck, basically. Burning Wish. Alright, I mean, they can get Empty the Warrens and make a bunch of tokens, right? What are they getting? Grape Shot? Can you actually kill me this turn? Maybe just Grape Shot for value and kill off my board. That might be what they're going for. Alright, yeah, it seems like that's what's happening. So they're going to deal 3, 2, and then hit us for 4, I think. Alright, well they only have 2 cards left. That's not great, though. Yeah, I guess Empty the Warrens might be too slow because we're threatening to kill them pretty fast. So they just need to value wipe our board. Oh, never mind. They just had it the whole time. Okay. Alright, well, we can concede because we have nothing we can do to stop that. Okay, well, you know, that's how it's going to be. Like, if they have it, they have it. That's just, yeah, it sucks, but... Okay, well, that was interesting. It's an experience. I think maybe we had a better chance of winning game 1 if I hadn't fucked up on Force of Will, but, oh well. We get to see new decks sometimes. That's always fun, and it's not like... It's a new deck with like different cards, not like a new deck where it's like the 4-color Planeswalker. It's like, oh, we know all these cards, they're just jamming them together. And like, no, this is a deck that does something more interesting than plays stuff, you know, like Simian Spirit Guide in it, or like the Ruby Medallion that are not necessarily going to be in most decks. So yeah, game 2, I don't think there is very much we could do about that. I mean, you could make an argument that maybe putting Chalice on 1 would have been better. It's hard to say. I wasn't sure, and I think if I knew that they were going to play a bunch of cantrips, then maybe 1 would have made more sense. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's hard to. Hindsight is 20/20 in that. So all right, well, let's see if we can do better in the next round. Overall, I think that's also a match where I think having Echoing Truth in your deck like gives you much better chances against them. Because if you're holding on to Echoing Truth, then you can effectively counter their entire combo with the 1 card. Yeah, that deck reminds me a lot of like the Modern Storm deck. It's just they get to play a bunch of upgrades to it. Like the Ruby Medallion is basically just a better Baral or Electromancer, and that you can't Lightning Bolt it away. And other than that, their Reforge the Soul that's kind of interesting. It's just like a red version of Gifts, kind of, to put cards in your hand. Alright, well, let's see. Join match, come on. Are we going to get to join a match? I don't know. No, I guess not. Alright, well, who knows? It could be like any second now, or it could just be something could take forever to get to this 3rd match. Ugh, come on. I do not like the waiting for this, but I guess that's just what's going to happen. Like, it's not like, you know, Modern or Pioneer, where the league size is like twice this, so. Alright, come on, join this time. Alright, we're on the play. Ugh. So my nose just does not stop itching like ever. This is a pretty good hand. We'll keep. Definitely like a good hand for a fair match. They mulled to 6, alright. If this is like Storm, then it's going to be a pretty terrible hand. But if this is like a fair match, then having uncounterable True Name Nemesis is always a good way to go for that. So we have Vile, so we can even play through something like Wasteland. Chancellor of the Annex, so it is Reanimator. So this hand's going to be garbage for this. I'll just let it get countered. We don't need it. I'm sorry. Hope that they don't go for it in turn 1 and that we top deck Force. Oh, that's good. So they didn't even have Entomb, so like, what is he doing here? Lotus Petal, okay. It looks like they're probably just going to jam it now. Sure. There's nothing we can do. We didn't draw Force. But we're definitely siding in a bunch of forces, that's for sure. I guess maybe Clipwings is also reasonable to bring in, too. So most of their important things have flying. Yeah, I think they have targeting. Alright, so they're going to take True Name, so they see what's going on. I mean, it's fine. They can just show it to us at this point. If they get Gristlebrand out, we just concede. Alright, that's going to do it. We have tons of cards to bring in, though. That's for sure. Alright, so let's go with Force. Veil of Summer is actually pretty good because it can counter the Unmasks. Grafdigger's Cage. And I guess this. So what do we not want? True Name Nemesis. You seem pretty bad. Oko is this is not your time either. Nope, you come back. We need to take out 5 more cards. Probably not an Aether Vial match. I'm gonna take out one more thing. I guess maybe like we only have 18 creatures though. I don't want to be taking that many creatures out. I guess maybe we don't need all these. How many blue cards do we leave in? That's also a relevant thing. So that's 8, 9, hold on. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. We have 21 blue cards left. Yeah, that is something you got to be conscious of. You can't like cut too many blue cards, or otherwise it's difficult in order to cast some of these forces. And I mean, the only blue cards that we could really have back are Oko and True Name. So yeah, I think we're just going to do it like this. And try to use the Force of Wills first, because Force of Negation can theoretically be cast for real mana. I mean, I guess we just keep this, right? You can put Chalice on 0 and 1 and have a Force of Will up, and we have infinite time to draw for something. And hopefully that's enough to lock them out of the game. Or it might even be worth holding up Chalice for 2. I didn't play. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hold on to the other Chalice for now. So, let's see how this goes. Guess we should have put one on 0. It's fine. Yeah, let's not do that. Hopefully that's enough to slow him down. Yep. Well, I can't play that, so I think I'm just going to play this. Get a clock going. And I'm pretty sure if I find another land, I will just jam Chalice on 2. Because we have pressure on board. And if we Chalice on 2, we'll lock out Animate Dead. It's interesting that they're choosing to play the lands. Also, it turns off Shenanigans, which is, I think, one of their main ways of dealing with it. We have Abrupt Decay, maybe. Ooh, okay. So you know what? Maybe I should put this other Chalice on 1 now. Yeah. So I need to still be able to play more creatures now. I'm fine with having 2, but alright, so they have Decay, which means now, yeah, we want to protect these both. Unmask and Reanimate. Okay. So they took my Grafdigger's Cage. So they know they have to be prepared for that, so they still got some time. If we draw a Cavern, we can get this speaker in play. What are you doing? You can't flash it back. Like, it doesn't do anything. It still costs 1. Yeah, that's right. Shame concede. The CMC on Faithless Looting does not change just because you are flashing it back, so nice try, but not nice enough. Alright, we'll just run this back. This seems like a good plan. Okay, just play as much cheap interaction as we can and hope to get there with Grizzly Bears. That's all we can really do, so. This is also a match where, like, Fairy Macabre, which I think we've had in the board before, is very good against this deck. But I've chosen to opt for Force of Negations. If they're keeping 7, there's no way that we can keep this. No. This is much better, I think. Put, I guess, a Flooded Strand on the bottom. Because now, even if they get, like, Gristlebrand in play, we can at least make them sacrifice it. We have an emergency plan. Alright, Thoughtseize. It took Lord of Atlantis, so that means they might be far away from casting something. So, do I play Chalice and 0? I don't think so. He's already played his 0 drop, so I think we're just going to try to leave it for 1. And hope that this top deck Daze was enough. Yeah, that's fine. I can't stop that. Yep. So if you go to Reanimate, I can at least Daze it. Let's draw a card off of the Veil of Summer. Oh, that's pretty good. So now I can actually do this and then just play Chalice in 1. I think that's a good plan. The question is, do I want to... I think if they have a 2-mana spell, like, I could shut off more Lotus Petals. I think I'd rather keep that and put that one also on 1. Alright, so both of us are kind of like low on cards at this point. So yeah, if they have Animate Dead, then there's not much I can do about that. But I'm trying to play around Abrupt Decay here. It looks like they might Animate Dead. Exhume. Oh, that's terrible. I guess, yeah, Lord of Atlantis. However, if they got Gristlebrand, so yeah, that makes sense. Just draw 7 cards and try to jam something. There might have been a reason, like, to play this on 0, just to keep them from being able to do anything else this turn. Because now, like, this is going to get out of hand. Yeah, this is terrible. I think I fucked up. I think I should have... If I put this on 0, then there's probably no chance that he has to reanimate this thing again. I'm definitely going to clip Wings and make him sacrifice this bitch. See how much... Like, he can't afford to draw 7 cards again, because if he draws 7 more cards, he actually dies. Alright, well... Looting is still offline, but it's just a matter of, did you find another, like, Exhume or something? You did. Well, that's bad, because now we don't have an answer to this. You found 2 more Exhumes. Oh, that's fucking terrible. This whole yeah, I should have played this on 0. That was a mistake. I think we are just screwed now. Yeah, we lose. That sucks. We can't deal with this. I lost against Reanimator, and it is my fault because I didn't Chalice on... Because I think if I put it on 0, there's no way that he could have, like, played the Lotus Petal and then been able to do all this. Well, no, is that true? Like, he played the Lotus Petal, he didn't do anything else, but I guess he still could have brought back Gristlebrand. Maybe the Trickster would have been enough, though. I don't know, because he couldn't have paid 7 life, so, like, yeah. He wouldn't have... I could have chosen to, like, get back Iona. That might have been... I don't know, it's hard to say, but I think that not playing it there was a mistake. I was concerned more with Abrupt Decay, but I guess I should have been more concerned with him drawing 0-mana spells. Alright, well, sometimes they just have it. It sucks that, like, Grafdigger's Cage is a non-bow with Chalice in 1. Alright, well, let's try to fight back in this. This is fine. We can fight with this. Well, the speaker is going to be a little bit dead, but so what? Hopefully Chalice is just going to be good here. Prismatic Vista means it's probably Stoneblade, which means Chalice will probably be okay, but it not, like, game-crushingly good. But we still need to play it to turn off Swords to Plowshares before we can deploy any Lords anyway. This really makes me want to play this first, but Alright, if they counter Chalice, that's fine. If they daze it, I don't think I care. Because then next turn I'll just play these two. Alright, that's fine. Okay, well that's a good sign. Could be a mistake to play this one first. Depends on whether they want to like force it. Yeah, because if they play True Name Nemesis, it's going to make their True Name bigger, and we have to force True Name. No, that's actually okay. We can race that. I'm hoping we draw another land. Teferi, no, we do have to force Teferi. Because if we do, then any forces we top deck are dead. And it also bounces the stupid Chalice. But I think they have force and they're just debating if they want to use it. They might be concerned about True Name coming down. Yeah, I don't want Teferi bouncing the Chalice back. Yeah, they had force the whole time. That's fine. Alright, so let's see. If they can find like Council's Judgment or another Teferi, at least we can deploy two things still. At this point, if I find Cavern of Souls, I might actually just put it on Snake so I can cast Hex Drinker and level it up right away. You want to force this one too? I didn't think so. Okay, that's fine. But if they find Stoneforge Mystic, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm hoping that they're stuck with a handful of dinks. I don't really want to attack with this Master, but I think we kind of have to do something. Jace, oh, that's terrible. Jace could probably just start bouncing this. It's not a terrible plan. Brainstorm if you want. It's also fine, I guess. So I guess... Oh, they're going to Fate Seal. Who are they targeting with this? Oh, okay, so he's Fate Sealing himself. Well, hello, beautiful. That's a very good card here. Ah, damn it! They pitched a Force of Will to it. So what did you keep on top of your deck? I hope it's not... If it's Stoneforge Mystic, again, we're fucked. Alright, Brainstorm. Force pitching Force. We couldn't do anything about that, so... They had, like, no 1-drops in their hand, like, this whole freaking game. I'm assuming the last card was probably, like, a Swords or a Brainstorm or something, and they just, you know, brainstormed it away. Yeah. But now, I'm guessing something like Stoneforge was kept on top. Or maybe another Teferi. Council's Judgment. Okay, that's also fine. I vote for Chalice of the Void. The only good news is that we can actually deploy this stupid Hex Drinker now. They only have one card in hand, so they might not be able to really deal with it. Well, that feels So the problem here is that Jace is still on the board, so we have to play both creatures because he's just going to bounce the Hex Drinker. I mean, drawing a land is fine because it forces them to use Jace on Hex Drinker in order to keep it from killing them. Does it matter here? They might have like back to basics or something. But this forces their hand. They can't block, so even if they bounce it with Jace, like the Kumena Speaker can kill it and then it can come back out and have protection again. So this is not bad. We can theoretically race this Borrower, I think. But I need them to like top deck a Dink. Alright, well, it's not nothing, so Ponder's gonna dig for some action, I'm sure. I need them not to have Swords to Plowshares this turn. Brainstorm, that's really greedy. If you pass to me, this is going to become a 6/6. Snapcaster Mage. Oh, we're going to have Council's Judgment again. Fuck. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, this match has gotten a lot tougher because they have a lot more cards, you know, like Teferi Time Raveler and even this Brazen Borrower now that are just difficult to deal with. I vote for Hex Drinker. Alright, we need a Lord this turn. A Lord this turn is like the only thing that like keeps us in this game at all. Alright, well, I mean, I guess we get to try now. But kill Jace. Okay, well, I guess... So they're in top deck mode, but they found Brainstorm on top, so that's pretty good. Hoping that they just had a bunch of nonsense. Okay, so land means their top decks are probably not great. So this is a 2-turn clock. We are not within 2 turns of killing them, so let me think. If I trade with the Snapcaster, then it still takes Brazen Borrower 3 more turns to kill me. It gives me time to try to draw something, so I have to do this. I can't afford to go to 5 right now. That's not bad. Alright, so... So they're on a 3-turn clock, and we're on a 3-turn clock. So we're going to go to 4... 4, 8, 1, 3. So I guess it depends on us drawing something next turn that can change the race in our favor. So you drew 1 card, hopefully it's a land. Alright, so they're still winning the race, so we need to draw something this turn. Like Trickster would be good, Oko would be good. No! Oh my god! That's the 3rd one this game! Alright, well now we're fucked. Like, now we have to have, like... Just every time I say it, like, you're coming back. Alright, let's play Oko while we have the opportunity. This basically negates this thing attacking every turn. And they're going to have a hell of a hard time trying to kill Oko in the air. So if they can, again, if they can draw nothing, then we have a chance. You go after me, I just crack the food token. So yeah, you go after Oko, that's fine. Do I crack the food here? I think that is, well, I might want to turn it into a creature. What if they have like Snapcaster Mage again? That would be so dumb. Alright, this is hard because, yeah, now we have to decide, like, what am I doing with this next turn? Because that depends on whether, if I crack this and go to 7, that buys me an extra turn. Maybe. If they have Snapcaster in hand, like, I think we're probably just dying anyway, right? And they'll flash in Snapcaster and, like, Path to Exile, or, I'm sorry, Swords to Plowshares, the token, and then just kill us. Alright, I'm gonna crack it for life. Okay, that helps. So do I do this before or after combat? I guess play Lord first, see what's going on. Again, Lord is another sick top deck that's keeping us in this. Alright, so here now we have a safety net. Now we can theoretically turn this into a creature and then kill them. Alright, some more dink cantrips. Oh my god! I don't know how it is that we pulled that out of our ass, but like, jeez, that was a crazy game. Oko like really saved her butts though. That was absolutely beautiful. Alright, I don't really know if like any of these sideboard cards are actually very good against this deck at all. I don't really want to, I guess maybe like, no, not really, like, I don't think we can afford to change very much here. All of these cards seem like they do the things that we want them to do, so I think I might actually just go with no changes. Like, I could bring in Force for, like, Council's Judgment or something. I have Days, like... The Days also counters the Stoneforge Mystic, which I think is more important, because if they turn 2 Stoneforge, that's how we lose most of these games. If we can make it to the late game, I think we're okay, so... But then, like, Days is really bad in the late game. I think on the draw, Days is probably... If we're on the draw, like, we probably need this in order to not die to Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, maybe on the play I might consider Force of Negating, though. I don't know, it's hard to say. They're really close for me. This is a hand I think we're going to keep. Get Chalice online. If you can get it online early enough and they can't do anything about it, then it's good. Astrolabe. Alright, so yeah, they're mana fixed. So they're Jeskai Stoneblade. Is this the Stoneblade deck, or is this like... This could be Miracles, actually. They never really showed us, so it's possible. Actually, you know what? I think the correct thing to do would have been use Delta. And the reason for it is if for some reason they decide they want to needle or fetch lands, like I think their deck actually has Flooded Strands in it, so they'd be hurting themselves too. I don't know if that's going to end up mattering at all, but it definitely could have. Alright, it's possible. It's not a 0%. Oh, I missed the land drop! Yes! Alright. Get wrecked. I am absolutely protecting this thing, because now you're screwed. They missed a land. They kept the greedy, like, double cantrip Astrolabe hand, and they were just super punished for it. Amazing. All right, so now our chances of winning just skyrocketed. Yeah, what do you even do here? Nothing. All right, well, let's increase our clock. You can't counter it. Like, what, are you going to waste a force of will on this? Like, they discarded accumulated knowledge. So you know what? I'm kind of the opinion this might just be like maybe a Miracles deck. It could be like a Stoneforge Mystic deck, though, or like a Mentor deck. I just gave up. All right, well, after that game 1, we basically just get handed a free win in game 2. That's pretty awesome. Well, hot damn. So, that was beautiful. We played very, very tight and very well in game 1, and then in game 2, just sometimes, you know, MTGO variance is a gift. You know, it doesn't always come in our favor, but every once in a while you get it in yourself. So, you know what? Don't complain. Just take the free wins and enjoy them, because you have to fight for every inch sometimes. And this just, for all those times that, you know, your opponent just has everything, sometimes, you know, it just has to work in your favor. That's just statistics, people. All right, let's see if we can come out ahead in this league. I mean, the Reanimator match, I think, is definitely one that was winnable for us. Just, I don't know. The second match was... I think the second match might have also been winnable for us. If I had not fucked up Force of Will, then there's a chance we could have gone to a Game 3. Alright, we might have won Game 1, and then maybe things could have turned out in the second differently in the second game. Who knows? So, I don't think that... Yeah, this isn't terrible. Like, being 2-2 is not really where I want to be going into the fifth match, but at the same time, like, the 2 losses were definitely not ones that were impossible for our deck to beat. It's not like we were playing against lands or like punishing Loam or something like that, where it just feels like their deck is stacked against us. So so far so good. If we can get like one more reasonably okay match, then I'd be happy. Maybe like show and tell would be good. Yeah, like I think we're pretty good against that deck. Hex Drinker did its thing again, though. I'm happy that, you know, it proved its worth at least once in this league. All right, well, we are on the draw, so let's see. What kind of game is this going to be? I like this. Black Lotus. Perfect. I choose to play first. I think this hand is okay. Keep it. So what do I lead with Cavern or Flooded Strand? Or is it not going to matter? I think I lead with... No, I think I'm going to lead with... So this is a Polluted Delta deck, so there might be counterspells involved, and there might be wastelands, but at the same time, if there are wastelands, I don't want them to hit the tropical island, because that'll keep us from ever being able to cast this. And we also might want to fetch an island at some point with this. Alright, I'm going to lead in Cavern of Souls. I think that's the safest thing to do. And then turn 2, if we don't draw another land, we'll just play Flooded Strand and get a tropical island. This also protects us from, like, days. So now we're guaranteed to, like, get our Lord of Atlantis on as long as they don't wasteland the cavern. Misty Rainforest, okay. This might be another Storm deck. And if it is, then we'll just end up pitching Oko to Force a Will. Tarmogoyf. Yeah. Okay. We are absolutely attacking into this Tarmogoyf because there is no way it is blocking in the face of Merfolk Trickster. I mean, it's not going to block anyway, just because they know that this can become a 2/2. So it looks like we're probably up against Delver. Alright, so we'll pass. Hopefully that they will attack with the Tarmogoyf now. So they saw we tried to trick them with this by making it a 2/2, but fuck. No, they're going to wasteland this. Alright, well now I have no choice but to show them. This will keep the Tarmogoyf from attacking us this turn. And we need to draw another land. That's just all there is to it. Yeah, that's terrible. Very hard for us to attack into that profitably. Yeah, I don't think we can reasonably attack here. Still only a 1/2, so... Vial is okay, because that gives us a path. I don't think we're attacking Tarmogoyf, though. Or no, we're not blocking it, so yeah, definitely not now. We just need to get Lord out so that way these can attack safely. So right now, I just want to draw, like, Cavern of Souls and Island. I guess any land is fine, really. Any land lets us cast any of these spells at this point, unless it's like 2 caverns. And the odds that we're getting 2 out of the remaining 3 caverns are pretty low. Nope. So tick this up, and then by next turn we can put stuff in play with the Vial. Oh, that's rough. Alright, pass. So next turn I think our plan is going to be to try to Vial in the Trickster on the Tarmogoyf when it attacks. I think it's likely Oko's getting pitched to a Force. Well, never mind, that plan's going out the window because they had Abrupt Decay. Yeah, I guess they're not really interested in Assassin's Trophy in this format. Our Force did not protect us from that, so they're... This is a match where I think, like... Well, we have... The Tropical Island has not hurt us yet. They would have wastelanded Cavern no matter what. I think we do need to try to counter this, though. And Oko is unfortunately not doing anything. Alright, 12. So we can actually attack them for 6 now, and so we'll go down to 7. Alright, let's try to race. Doesn't look like they have any counter magic, so that's good. Now next turn we have Trickster online to help tap things down. If they fetch, they're actually dead to our attack. So attacking is very dangerous for them. I think just Tarmogoyf here, probably. Not even that. Okay, that's good. Alright. We'll just send in these 2 dummies. Because if they kill the Lord of Atlantis and try to block with Tarmogoyf, we can use the Trickster to exchange with it. Oh my god, they find another counterspell. It's gonna suck if they did. No? Okay, well, the Tarmogoyf is not going to be killing this with combat damage. In fact, it's going to die. So there's trade. This is still actually okay because they have 2 cards left, and it means this True Name Nemesis is likely going to get in play and block Tarmogoyf. Yeah, this thing can brick wall off Goyf. Damn it! No, they're going to wasteland this stupid Trop. Shardless Agent. Okay, so we haven't seen this card in a really long time in this game. Shardless Agent kind of went away for a while. Alright, well... yeah, so I guess we're down to Trickster, just trying to get Goyf again. Alright, can we draw another land? They only have 2 cards left. Nope. Alright, so we're just passing and trying to eat Tarmogoyf. I mean, what are the odds that we have 3 Merfolk Tricksters? Surely. But I mean, what are the odds that they also have another removal spell? Probably pretty good. Oh my god, there's so much value off of these Thoughtseize. Ugh, that means they're definitely taking... Alright, well, we have no choice now. We have to deploy this, and then they have to take True Name. You had fucking Force of Will in your hand, too? Oh my god. So good at Magic cards. This is like the most value-filled deck in this entire fucking format. Yeah, they're attacking us for 7, and... I don't think that there's any way that we can win if we block. I don't think there's any way we can win this at all, being at 1 life. Alright, we lose. There's nothing we can do to stop this. Alright, well, that sucks. We would have had to draw, like, Trickster and, like, tap it down. And then they'd just trade with our board anyway. I guess... we want Veil of Summer for this, right? Probably Dismember. Chalice of the Void seems pretty poor against this deck. Like, they do have some 1-drops, but they're also playing Trophies and Abrupt Decay, so the chances that Chalice is going to stick are pretty low. So, I think that maybe Daze comes out too. I guess we're just doing it like this. Oko seems like he's fine if we can get him on the board. Well, this is not a good start to this last match, but whatever. This is also not a good start to this. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, well, remember how, like, last time that we had a game where, you know, we didn't get to do anything? Yeah, that. Force of Will and, I guess, Tropical Island? We can't afford the card disadvantage, and yeah, we can't afford to keep 3 lands in hand, so... Damn it, that was just awful. Just mulligan to 5. I don't feel like we're gonna come out in this league ahead. That's unfortunate. I mean, they drew pretty ridiculously well at the end too. Like, put them in a number of scenarios where they just had to have something, and like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we have it, no sweat. Shardless Agent just finding tons of value too for them. Oh, what a game. Are you like gonna force this? Really? Or are you just like wondering why I have Hex Drinker in this deck? Okay, pass. I mean, there's nothing that we cannot interact with them in it. Oh, you goddamn motherfucking piece of shit! And of course, we can't even use the Veil of Summer anymore. Can't even protect it. They blew up the tropical island. Maybe I should have just kept both trops. I don't know, that's hard to say. Look at how good this could have been if this was the other tropical island. Maybe See, like, this is the thing with Legacy. Like, a lot of the mistakes that you make, like, that lose you the game, they're not at the end of the game. They're at the beginning of the game, like in the first like turn or two. Alright, well, I mean, on the plus side, at least this is getting out of range of their interaction. Maybe we can just draw another land and, like, kill them with just Hex Drinker and True Name. And took Master of the Pearl Trident. I guess they were just hoping that we didn't draw any more lands. Or they have another Thoughtseize, maybe. There's a very good chance, though, that we just want to, like, level this thing up. But I don't know. If we draw, like, Tropical Island, I think that we have to just jam True Name Nemesis. Fucking hell! What just happened? They just realized that they couldn't deal with Hex Drinker. They just took a gamble that Magic Online really hated us. We should not have won that game. That was insane. I don't know what our opponent did. Like, did they just keep like Wasteland and a land, like one other land, and have nothing? Okay. I guess we're trying. So, see, now I don't know if we still want, like, I guess, yeah, Veil of Summer is still probably something we keep in this deck, right? That seems like a no-brainer, because they Thoughtseize us, we just Veil. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're keeping this. We're not going to change anything here. They just... there should have been no way that we won that. Like, I guess they just kept an incredibly, like, stupid opening hand. I mean, this is fine. We'll keep... Okay, so probably Brainstorm on the way. Okay, so here we are again in this scenario. I think we want to play Polluted Delta. We'll get a Trop. And play Commander Speaker, so it's a 2-2. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, you can Brainstorm, and they might daze it. Ah, you know what? They might daze it. Maybe that was a reason for Cavern. Alright. Alright. See, that could have been it. Like, you know, the decisions with these lands is, like, so hard. You know, this deck takes a level of understanding that clearly I do not appreciate just yet. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm just going to Island Walk past it, so... Not even a little bit concerned about that card right now. I don't think this deck has True Name Nemesis, but just in case they have like Cabal Therapy, I'm going to play the Master of the Pearl Trident. And if I have to pitch one to force, I'm going to pitch Lord of Atlantis. Wasteland, of course. That was an interesting play from them. Greedy, going after the Trop instead of the Cavern. Okay. See, here's the thing, opponent. I'm really good at Magic cards sometimes. So, yeah, I'm hoping we can draw another blue card so that we can have Force up and play this Lord of Atlantis. But even if we don't, I think I still probably have to jam it anyway and just attack. So we'll have the Dismember up in case something terrible happens where they try to, like, you know, Fatal Push this and then block this with Death Touch. I can Dismember it in response. I mean, there are definitely ways that goes wrong, but I think we just have to put pressure in them and kick them while they're down. Because their turn 3 is not casting a 3-drop, so... Or, no, their turn 4 is not casting a 3-drop, so that's good. They don't have, like, Leovold or Shardless Agent up this turn, so they might just be hoping that, okay, we'll just jam Tarmogoyf or something, and then that'll be fine, but it will not be fine, because they're getting attacked for 7 if that's the case. Okay, so they played a fetch, so they're down to 12. Come on, we're close here. I can feel it. Oh, that is a beautiful card. Alright, let's put the pressure on. Assassin's Trophy. No thank you. One play I guess I could have made there is let them trophy it and then use the land plus the Misty to tap it down, but I think the Lord on the board is just more important at the moment. And having the Dismember means we can still pretty safely attack into this. Alright, well, that's not a good sign for them. I think that means they're dead. Oh, fuck. I don't know how we pulled that one out of our asses, but that was a match that, like, very, very, very easily should have went the other direction, and by the grace of Thassa, somehow we pulled it out, so... Damn, the play, like, that one match, like, makes me appreciate just how ridiculously, like, intuitive this format is, like, the level of detail you have to put into play, like, even just the decision as to what, like, whether you play a fetch land or like a Cavern of Souls on like turn 1 has consequences that come like 3 turns down the road. And yeah, I think that really says a lot about this format, and that's one of the things I like about Legacy a lot. You will get punished if you don't play absolutely perfectly. Like, it is really easy to punish people for that kind of stuff, and it's something that I don't necessarily get that as much with a lot of like the other formats like Modern, Standard, or now Pioneer. Like, I think that's something that that's more intuitive and specific to Legacy. I don't know if that's the right word. I guess maybe ingrained in this format. Like, so many more decisions that you have to make that have severe consequences to it. So I think this list did okay. I'm not sure what I might improve here. Maybe there's some room to like change up the sideboard a little bit. Like, we haven't been coming up against Hogak, so maybe we don't need all of these Grafdigger's Cages. The Clip Wings is for Merit Lodge, but there could be other cards that we could play in the slot too. And I don't think we ever really got to use Veil of Summer for anything. And I guess, like, again, the Veil of Summer is the kind of card we want against that deck because, like, this is the kind of it like counters Abrupt Decay and like you draw a card. That's pretty awesome. It's like 1 mana Cryptic, and it's good, and especially when you're taking Chalice out. It's fine against Storm, but not when you have Chalice on 1. However, if they go to like Abrupt Decay Chalice, like, this is a way to protect it, or even just like if you let them go and like tendrils all the way down, or yeah, go all the way down to the path where they're tendrilsing you and they don't know you have this in hands, like, this just wins you the game on the spot. Force of Negation, like, I think this card is fine in the sideboard. I don't really want to remove these. I guess, like, the cards that maybe I would be looking at to possibly replace would be stuff like Oko, the Dazes, and maybe like 1 or 2 Tricksters or 1 or 2 like Comena Speakers. Yeah, if there are slots to tweak like those, and maybe, like I said, a 1 or like a Clip Wings and like a Grafdigger's Cage could be changed for something. That's probably where I'm at with this right now. I think this mana base is pretty solid. Overall, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. We got to see Hexdrinker once again, like, absolutely just, just a total unit, just pasting that one guy when we played, and being a 6/6 protection from everything is great. Yeah, so that's all I got for now. We'll see, maybe Modern this weekend, or I don't know, like, I don't even want to say that. At this point, it's just going to be however I feel in that day, but I'm subconsciously trying to keep in mind like what I have or have not played so far, so that way there's some sort of balance to it. But I think like Legacy and Pioneer are just way more interesting to me at the moment because there's a lot more innovation that can be done with these. Whereas like Modern, we're kind of stuck on a build in Modern. Like I don't really want to change too much in my Modern deck, but at the same time, like I'm also not like super enthused by the Modern deck either because it just feels like there's a lot more matches where I'm not going to have what I need to fight them. Whereas like even in this format, when we're going up against decks where they might have a bunch of cards that are really good against us, I still feel like we have a decent chance at fighting back against them. Like my decisions just seem to matter more, and like Pioneer, like it's still really new, and there's I think innovation that can be done in that format. So that's what they have my interest at the moment. And you know what? I think like a lot of people feel that way. Nikachu even had made a video talking about how Modern, a lot of people are just abandoning Modern for Pioneer, and like I totally understand why. Like I wouldn't say I'm at the point where I want to like abandon the format, but I'm also not, I'm not unsympathetic to that viewpoint either, because you have stuff like Urza and like Karn, the great creator, that just I don't know, like I don't think that those cards have improved that format at all. Well, to be honest, I don't think they've improved any format at all, but especially not Modern. So I don't know. Urza probably is going to get banned eventually. Just it's stupid. And Pioneer, like actually, a lot of people have been saying Smuggler's Copter and Field of the Dead are probably on the short list. So who knows? Another couple weeks they might be gone too. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, all right, that's all I have to say for today. Like I said, I'll see you again this weekend with something. I don't know what yet, but we will have more Magic to play on this channel for sure. So take it easy, everybody.